What if I told you that you are never actually alone? And you have never made a decision by yourself? Right now, as you watch this, the universe is whispering to you through coincidences, sudden impulses, and even the physical pain in your body. But we've been trained to ignore the language of the divine in favor of the noise of the world. We think life happens to us. But the truth is, life is a constant conversation with us. There are 10 specific signals being sent to you every single day, signs that you're on the right path, or warnings that you're about to hit a wall. If you've been feeling stuck or lost lately, it's because you've missed signal number 4. It's time to stop shouting at the world and start listening to the silence. Here are the 10 ways the Creator is trying to reach you right now. Chapter 1. The synchronicity of numbers and symbols. Have you ever looked at the clock at exactly 11:11, or 2:22, several days in a row? Or perhaps you keep seeing a specific animal, a recurring name, or a song that follows you from the car to the grocery store. Most people dismiss these as random coincidences. But in a universe governed by mathematical precision and divine order, there is no such thing as random. These are synchronicities, the universe's way of tapping you on the shoulder to say, I am here, and you are being watched over. Chapter 2. The physical body as a spiritual telegram. Your body is the most sophisticated communication device ever created, and it never lies. Long before a problem manifests in your life, it manifests in your energy field, and eventually, it speaks through your physical form. That chronic pain in your lower back? That sudden tension in your throat when you want to speak up but don't? These aren't just medical issues, they're spiritual telegrams sent from your higher self. The universe often speaks through discomfort because it's the only way to get our attention. A heavy weight on your shoulders often signals that you are carrying burdens that aren't yours to bear. A recurring stomach issue might be the universe telling you that you are swallowing a situation that is toxic to your spirit. We spend thousands of dollars on doctors trying to fix the symptom, but we never stop to ask the cause. Your body is trying to protect you from a path that is leading you away from your soul's purpose. The challenge is to stop treating your body like an enemy to be drugged into silence and start treating it like a sacred messenger. Every ache is a question. Every sudden fatigue is a request for introspection. When you learn to listen to the quiet signals of your body, you no longer need the loud signals of a major illness or a crisis. Your health is the mirror of your spiritual alignment. If you want to heal your life, you must first listen to what your cells are trying to tell you. The universe is literally speaking through your skin. Think of these symbols as spiritual GPS coordinates. When you see a repeating number or a specific sign, your soul is being pinged by the source. It's a confirmation that your current thoughts or actions are in alignment with your sacred contract. These signs usually appear when you are at a crossroads or when you are feeling a deep sense of doubt. They are not there to tell you the future. They're there to remind you of the present. The difficulty is that we often get obsessed with the meaning and forget the feeling. The universe doesn't want you to become a numerologist. It wants you to stop for a second. Take a breath and realize that you are part of a larger, living tapestry. When a synchronicity occurs, it's a direct message. You are on the right track. Keep going. If you ignore these whispers long enough, the universe will have to start shouting through louder, more painful events. Start noticing the patterns today. The universe is trying to start a conversation. Are you ready to answer? Chapter 3. The sudden loss, the divine clearance. One of the most painful ways the universe speaks to us is through sudden loss. It could be a breakup you didn't see coming, a job termination, or a friendship that suddenly turned cold. In the moment, it feels like a tragedy, a failure, or a punishment from God. But from the perspective of eternity, these moments are often divine clearances. The universe is forcefully removing something from your life because it has become a barrier to your growth. Imagine you are a gardener trying to grow a beautiful rose, but the soil is infested with weeds that are choking the roots. You cannot plant the new until you pull out the old. Sometimes, we are too loyal to our own destruction. We stay in jobs that kill our spirit or relationships that dim our light because we are afraid of the unknown. When the universe sees that you are spiritually stuck and won't move on your own, it will break the situation to set you free. Rejection is merely divine protection. If a door closes, it's because there was nothing left for you behind it. The universe isn't taking things away to make you poor, it's clearing space to make you ready. The pain of the loss is simply the friction of your ego trying to hold onto a past that no longer exists. If you can learn to say, "Thank you for removing what was not meant for me," you will find that the next door is already beginning to creak open. Stop mourning the weeds and start preparing the soil for the miracle that is coming. Chapter 4. The power of unlucky delays, the divine break. We live in a world obsessed with speed. We want our success now, our answers now, and our coffee in 30 seconds. When we hit a red light, miss a flight, or have a crucial meeting canceled at the last minute, we react with anger. We see these moments as bad luck or personal attacks from the universe. But what if those 10 minutes of frustration were actually a divine shield? Chapter 5. The voice of sudden impulses, the holy nudge. Have you ever had a sudden, overwhelming urge to take a different route home? Or to call a friend you haven't spoken to in years? Logic tells you it's just a random thought, a distraction from your to-do list. But these sudden impulses are often the direct whispers of the spirit. While the world communicates through spreadsheets and logic, the soul communicates through pings of inspiration. A holy nudge rarely makes sense in the moment. It might tell you to walk into a bookstore you've never visited, or to strike up a conversation with a stranger in a coffee shop. These impulses are the universe trying to lead you toward a sacred appointment. Perhaps that stranger has the answer to a prayer you made 3 nights ago. Or that bookstore contains the exact book that will change your career. When you ignore these nudges because they aren't productive, you are effectively hanging up the phone on God. Chapter 6. The mirror of others, the universe's harsh teachers. The universe has a very clever, and often annoying, way of teaching us. It uses other people as mirrors. Have you noticed that you keep attracting the same type of person into your life? Perhaps it's a series of controlling bosses, unreliable friends, or judgmental partners. You think you are just unlucky in your relationships, but the universe is actually sending you these people to show you a part of yourself that you have refused to heal. If someone's arrogance triggers an intense anger in you, the universe is asking, where in your life are you being prideful? Or where are you suppressing your own power? If you are constantly surrounded by people who disrespect your boundaries, the message is clear. You do not yet respect your own soul enough to say no. These difficult people are actually your most profound teachers. They are highlighting your spiritual weak spots so you can strengthen them. The ego wants to blame the other person, but the soul wants to take the lesson. When you finally learn the truth they are reflecting, when you heal that wound or set that boundary, those people will often disappear from your life as quickly as they arrived. Their job is done. The universe isn't trying to punish you with toxic people. It is trying to free you from your own shadows. Stop judging the mirror and start fixing the image. Every person you meet is a messenger from the Creator, carrying a letter written specifically for you. Will you read it, or will you just keep complaining about the envelope? The difficulty is learning to distinguish between a distraction and a divine impulse. A distraction usually leaves you feeling drained, while a divine nudge carries a sense of excitement and rightness. Even if it's scary to hear the universe, you must stop being so rigid in your plans. Leave room for the unexpected. The most miraculous moments of your life won't be the ones you planned. They will be the ones you followed your heart into. Start saying yes to the small, quiet urges. They are the breadcrumbs leading you to your destiny. The universe often uses delays to rearrange the chess pieces of your life. That unlucky traffic jam might have kept you from a fatal accident 3 miles down the road. That canceled meeting might have prevented you from signing a contract that would have ruined your reputation. The universe sees the entire map, while you only see the road directly in front of you. When you are forced to wait, the Creator is often putting a divine brake on your ego to protect your spirit. The challenge is to trade your frustration for curiosity. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What am I being saved from?" Or, "What am I supposed to notice right now?" These forced pauses are often the only times we are quiet enough to hear our own intuition. If you keep pushing against a closed door, you might end up in a room you were never meant to enter. Learn to love the not yet. Sometimes, the greatest gift the universe can give you is a no or a wait. Because it is preparing you for a yes that is bigger than you can currently imagine. Chapter 7. The Architecture of Recurring Dreams, the Soul's Nightly Briefing. While you sleep, your conscious mind, the ego that worries about bills and social status, finally steps aside. This is when the universe has its most direct access to you. Have you ever had a recurring dream of being chased, losing your teeth, or standing unprepared for an exam? Most people call these stress dreams, but the universe calls them unopened letters. These dreams are not random neurological firings. They're the architecture of your subconscious trying to solve a spiritual puzzle you've been ignoring during the day. Recurring dreams are a sign that you are stuck in a loop. The universe will continue to show you the same movie until you understand the message and change your behavior in the waking world. If you are constantly being chased in your dreams, the universe is asking, what truth are you running from in your life? If you are constantly losing your voice, it is a telegram from the spirit saying, you are suppressing your God-given truth to please others. To stop the loop, you must stop being a passive observer of your dreams and start becoming an active student. Before you go to sleep, ask the Creator for clarity. Show me what I am missing. When you finally get the lesson, the dream will vanish forever, replaced by new visions of growth and flight. Your bed is not just a place for rest, it is a sacred classroom where the divine prepares you for the battles of the day. Stop ignoring your nightly briefings. The universe is trying to give you the answers to the test before you even take it. Chapter 8. The Silence of the Desert, the Divine Withdrawal. There are seasons in life where it feels like the universe has suddenly gone silent. Your prayers feel like they are hitting a brass ceiling. Your intuition is quiet, and the signs you used to see have disappeared. This is what spiritual masters call the dark night of the soul, or the divine desert. In these moments, it's easy to feel abandoned, punished, or lost. But the truth is the exact opposite. The universe goes silent when it is waiting for you to graduate. Think of a teacher during a final exam. The teacher is in the room, watching over the students, but they remain absolutely silent. Why? Because the time for lecturing is over. It is now time for the student to use what they have learned. The desert is a sign that the universe trusts you. It is a period of spiritual weaning, where you are being encouraged to move from feeling your way to knowing your way. The silence is not an absence of God, it is a higher form of presence. It forces you to look inward rather than outward for confirmation. In the desert, you discover who you really are when all the good feelings and miracles are stripped away. If you are in a season of silence right now, do not panic. Do not try to force a sign. Instead, stand still. Trust the last instruction you were given before the silence began. The universe is watching to see if you will keep walking by faith when the lights go out. Your greatest breakthrough is usually birthed in the deepest silence. Chapter 9. The Sudden Discomfort with the old you, the shedding. Have you ever woken up and realized that the things you used to love, the music, the parties, the people you spent every weekend with, suddenly feel empty? You might feel a strange sense of guilt, wondering why you can no longer relate to your oldest friends or why your favorite hobbies now feel like a waste of time. This sudden discomfort is the universe's way of telling you that you have outgrown your current skin. You are undergoing a spiritual shedding. Just as a snake must painfully peel off its old, tight skin to grow, your soul must peel off old identities that are too small for your new level of consciousness. The universe is vibrating you out of your old environment. You are feeling uncomfortable because you no longer match the frequency of your surroundings. If you try to stay where you are to make others happy, you will eventually become soul sick. This is the hardest part of the journey because it involves loss. You might have to walk alone for a while, but the universe is whispering, I am clearing the table so I can serve you a feast. You cannot receive the new soul group that is waiting for you if your hands are still full of people who only knew the old version of you. Embrace the awkwardness. Embrace the feeling of not fitting in. It is a confirmation that you are moving upward. The discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It is the birth pains of the person you are becoming. Chapter 10. The Ultimate Invitation, the Whisper of the Void. The final way the universe speaks to you is perhaps the most subtle, yet the most haunting. It is that tiny, persistent, still, small voice that speaks to you in the moments between thoughts, at 3 a.m. when the world is silent, or during a long drive when the music stops. It is the ultimate invitation. It isn't a sign, a loss, or a dream. It is a direct call to return to your source. It is the feeling that there is something more, a depth of joy and a level of power that you have not yet touched. Most people spend their entire lives running away from this voice. They drown it out with work, entertainment, and digital noise because the voice demands something terrifying: surrender. The universe is inviting you to stop trying to manifest your own will and start manifesting the divine will. It is inviting you to stop being the owner of your life and start being the instrument of a higher intelligence. This is the final secret. Every synchronicity, every delay, and every heartbreak was just a prelude to this moment. The universe isn't just trying to make your life better or easier. It is trying to wake you up to the fact that you are an eternal being currently having a very brief human experience. The void you feel in your chest isn't a hole to be filled. It is an altar to be honored. The universe is saying, I am not out there in the stars, I am right here, waiting for you to look within. This is the invitation of a lifetime. You can keep playing the game of the world, or you can accept the invitation to become a co-creator with the infinite. The phone is ringing. Will you finally pick up? If you've made it this far, it's not an accident. The fact that your eyes stayed on this screen for these 10 messages is a sign in itself. The universe has been trying to get your attention, and today, it finally succeeded. But hearing the message is only half the battle. The other half is action. Tomorrow, when you wake up, the world will try to pull you back into its noise. It will try to make you forget everything we discussed. Don't let it. Pay attention to the numbers. Listen to your body. Honor the silence of your desert. Because the more you listen, the louder the universe speaks. You were never meant to walk this path alone. You are being guided, protected, and loved by a force that moved galaxies just to put you exactly where you are right now. So, I have one last question for you. What is the universe saying to you in this very moment? Leave a comment below with the sign you've been seeing lately. Sometimes sharing your sign is the key that unlocks someone else's door. In our next episode, we're going to reveal the 7 spiritual laws of luck. Why some people seem to be blessed by the stars while others struggle. You won't want to miss it. Stay awake, stay aware, and remember, the universe is always listening.